Hello, I am Koreina Cat, and this is Final Fantasy XIV main scenario quest playthrough. Hey, leave her alone. Come here. It's always a fun way to start things. Oh! Hell yeah.
Ah, Mistress Moors, my lord the Count much desires to speak with you regarding your time with Lord Artoriel and Lord Amanalaine. If you would remain here for a moment.
The hero returns. I cannot thank you enough for saving young Amanalaine's life. Aye, he told me everything. I've also received letters from both House Zamail and Durandare praising your conduct, and that of House Forton. You've won us much honor, my friend.
My lord!
What is it? Speak.
Pray forgive the intrusion, my lord, but I bring grave tidings. Master Alphinaud and Mistress Tataru have been detained on suspicion of fomenting heresy.
What? Explain.
They were observed entering a tavern in the lower levels on some half-dozen occasions. There, it is claimed, they made a number of inquiries. Inquiries which brought them into contact with certain, elements. 'Twas this which prompted a Knight of the Heavens Ward to demand that they be questioned. Sir Grinno, my lord.
Sir Grinno is a brute. An exceedingly accomplished brute, but a brute nonetheless. Alas, he is also a son of House Zamail. How quickly we forget the petty nature of men. I'd wager your friends are no more than pawns in another of my countrymen's games. Such is the way of things between the high houses.
Though you have won the hearts and minds of many of my countrymen, there are those who will never be swayed. Men who will dismiss your efforts and resent your successes, even as we celebrate them. Tis like that one such member of House Zamail is manipulating Sir Grinno, for he is not a man to dabble in politics of his own volition. He may genuinely believe your friends to be guilty, though I am quite certain his masters know better. Yet the truth will avail us not if we cannot prove their innocence. You would do well to speak with Sir Emmerich at the congregation of our Knights Most Heavenly. He will know more of these charges. I know as little as you do of the situation, Mistress Moors. Sir Emmerich, however, will surely know more.
Oh. Are you still over here trying to... Yep.
Your eye is like snow and your skin is like sapphires. Wait, no.
Alright. Farmelbert. A handaloop?
Yeah!
Did.
Good. Ixalia, I but this moment resolved to go and fetch you. I presume you have heard what happened then. Sir Emmerich has told me much and more about you. Suffice it to say, my expectations are high.
I'm not used to actually having to voice people. And that they should regard the Scions with such suspicion even after you stood with us on the steps of faith. It is bad comedy. Yet unlike the grave injustice you suffered in Ul'dah, this wrong may swiftly be righted. By none other than Sir Marie.
It has been too long, Xaeus. Would that this visit came under happier circumstances. You are come to plead for Master Alphinaud and Mr. Tataru, I take it. Word of their detainment reached us while I was delivering my report on the Vanu Primal. Truly I know not which is more ludicrous, these charges or that flying feathered whale. That Sir Grino's accusations are baseless, I have no doubt. Refuting them will be difficult, however, as he is a knight of the Heaven's Ward. I speak of the personal guard of the Archbishop, the 12 finest knights in all of Ishgard, sworn to serve His Eminence alone. Suffice it to say, their testimony is unimpeachable, and I have not the authority to challenge their actions. After all the Scions have done, routing the heretics and defeating Shiva, helping us to defend the steps of faith and drive back the Dravanian horde, after proving themselves true allies on countless occasions, is there naught we can do? I fear there is but one path left to us. We must demand a trial by combat. But of course... In a trial by combat sanctioned by the Inquisition, the victor's claim is judged true regardless of the petitioner's standing. Under Ishgardian law, a trial by combat pits the accuser against the accused. In this instance, Master Alphinaud and Mr. Tataru would be expected to face Sir Grino and a second of his choosing, another knight of the Heaven's Ward, most likely. 2 of them? By the Fury, that can hardly be considered fair. Master Alphinaud's magical talents will not have gone unnoticed, meaning that he will have no choice but to participate. Mr. Tataru, on the other hand, is quite obviously bereft of martial skill, and should be afforded the right to name a champion to fight in her stead. Lest you doubt, I am ready and willing to serve in this capacity, as I am sure is Lord Hoshafon. But all here present know that you are the most accomplished warrior among us, and mayhap in the realm at large. Then it is settled. I will visit Master Alphinaud at once and inform him of our intentions. Xaeus, meet me at the tribunal when you have made ready. Until then, my friend.
Trial by combat. Trial by combat.
The trial will be held at the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. Ishgard does have a fondness for naming things, does it not? I will be in attendance, as will many others with a vested interest in the outcome. Stint not in your preparations, my friend. The Knights of the Heaven's Ward will provide a stern test for even one such as you.
Firmalbert.
That the Knights of Ishgard would quibble in such a manner is beyond my ken.
That is fair. I wonder what quest that is. Wait. It's a level 50 quest, but it starts at 30.
Yes.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Trial by combat. Trial by combat.
Listen carefully, Xaeus. When the trial begins, the petitioner will be asked to restate his charges and the accused invited to respond. Then, in accordance with the law, they will be asked to restate their request for a trial by combat. Once the High Adjudicator acknowledges Mr. Tataru's right to name a champion, that is when you must make your entrance. Oh, I cannot wait to see the look on Sir Grino's face when he sees his true opponent. It will be priceless. More seriously, should you begin to lose heart, look at me in the stands, and I shall cheer so loud you will wonder how you could ever have contrived to doubt yourself. Now, are you ready?
He's such a good guy, man. I can't.
I love him.
He's so great.
We are gathered here today under the watchful gaze of the Fury to ascertain the guilt of 2 souls in a trial by combat. Petitioners, step forward. Sir Grino, for the benefit of all here present, I would ask you to repeat the charges which you have leveled against this man and this woman.
I, Sir Grino de Zemile, brother of the Heavens Ward, did bear witness to these 2 foreigners consorting with heretics.
Let the accused step forward. Alphinaud, Tataru, you have heard the charges leveled against you.
Tataru looks so scared.
Yeah.
Will you take up arms to refute Sir Grino's claim, and thereby prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men?
I, Alphinaud, am innocent of this charge, and claim my right to trial by combat.
I, Tataru, am innocent of this charge. But I am no warrior and cannot fight. So, I claim the right to name a champion.
To the old and the infirm, the young and the weak, this right we allow. Very well. Who will stand for this woman?
Just as I was beginning to doubt the efficacy of the Ishgardian justice system. Come, my friend. Let us put an end to this mummer's farce.
Oh, poor Tataru.
O Halone, render unto us your judgment. Raise up the righteous, and cast down the wicked.
Dude, I looked so badass coming in though. Like, let's be real.
Yeah.
All silent and shit. And I'm doing all this with my fists. I don't even have a weapon. Ah, this is gonna be great. Let's see, who am I fighting, Alphinaud?
I shall do what I can to support you, Xaeus. Now let us teach these noble sirs the folly of bearing false witness. Well, well, who do we have here? This one is mine, Sir Grino. Go and play with the boy.
I have my pride.
Bloody waste of... Come on, then! You wanted this, remember?
Please. Curb your enthusiasm.
I've had enough of your tricks.
Oh, I see. I should probably do something about that.
Xaeus, Alphinaud's in trouble.
He's
Huh.
fine. He's fine.
A fine champion you are.
Bit.
You've been indulged enough, you swine.
Down with you!
Xaeus, Alphinaud, look out!
Interesting. 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 Seems a little unfair. Just a little bit. Alphinaud, you can heal, right?
What?
This isn't funny.
I think this is hilarious.
It's over.
Boom, bitch. I mean, we won! Yay! Woo!
The Fury has spoken. Alphinaud and Tataru, you are hereby acquitted of all charges. Blessed are we who receive her wisdom and see justice wrought by her divine hand. Petitioners accused, go forth in peace. Delivered from an untimely demise yet again. My thanks, as always. By the Fury, what a splendid victory! To see how you strove in the face of adversity. Two brave young souls bound together by the puissant bonds of camaraderie. Why, it stirred me to the very depths of my soul. Having been treated to such a rousing spectacle, it seems only right that I present you with a humble token of mine admiration. Pray receive of me this chocobo whistle.
Okay. Thanks.
With it, you may summon a black chocobo, fully trained and ready to fly. I call him Dark Chocolate.
A Dark Chocolate Jr.
Who's a good Dark Chocolate the Third? Yes, you are. Magnificent, is she not? Strong yet sleek, elegant yet eager. What say you, Xaeus? Will you take her for your steed? Raubahn, chocobos are prohibited in the Supreme Sacred Tribunal of Hellenic Inquisitory Doctrine. Your steed must remain outside.
That's great. Oh my god.
Good girl, though.
Ah, that's great. Ether currents now accessible. Oh boy, is this gonna be the bane of my existence?
Find out.
Ah!
Congratulations.
Yay, another one added to my special. Huh? Oh, that's right, I forgot they moved it. What did it say? Collection something?
Yeah.
Collection. Collection.
I see Ishgard's future in the flames of this brazier.
Where the hell is the collection thingy? Ah!
I remember. Character?
Collection.
Oh.
Oh. Boop. Anyway, sorry.
Black chocobos are all well and good, but the true reward for your effort is the exoneration of your comrade. They shall be released upon the completion of certain minor formalities, which I mean to say, see to personally. In the meantime, pray return to Fortom Manor. The Count has done so already, and will doubtless be eager to discuss the day's events.
That is fair. Woo!
Thou drawest me away from the only warmth in this forsaken capital.
You can be nice and warm inside Forton Manor.
Will they have more sweets?
Maybe.
Harumph.
Oh, everybody's standing in a line.
It brings me joy to see you in good health, Mistress Maor. Are you trying to become the talk of the city? Because if you are, you're doing an admirable job of it. I was not present at the trial, but my father told me of your performance. He said you were a wonder to behold. Polone smiles on us yet again, Mistress Maors, guiding you to victory and setting your comrades free. I confess, I did fear for your safety, which is not to say I doubted your prowess, you understand. I merely knew the strength of your opponents. You do have a habit of exceeding my expectations. Besting 2 of the Heavens Ward, while the city's elite looked on, by the Fury, anyone who hasn't been paying attention to you will surely do so from now on. Huzzah! 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 Well, my lord, we have just received a message from the vault. His Eminence, the Archbishop, requests the presence of Mistress Maors. An invitation from the Archbishop? What an honor. A personal summons is indeed a great honor, and given recent events, it would be wise not to delay. Go, Mistress Maors. We shall speak anon. A priest will be waiting for you outside the vault. Identify yourself to him and he will escort you inside.
I don't think I want to. Oop. No.
Oh my. Oh my.
Sorry, children. We'll go ahead and just set it to this one for the time being. I don't think I want to go into the vault. Don't make me go into the vault.
No. I was promised sweets.
You will get them eventually.
Bah! Oh, yes, ma'am. We are honored to receive you, Mistress Maors. No carbuncles allowed within the vault, but this way, please.
Well, that sucks because I'm bringing my carbuncle and a dragon. So, I'm sure that would be a great sight to see.
Please, do not share your sense of humor with the Archbishop.
Ah, he'll get all of it.
Your Eminence, it is my honor to present to you the Warrior of Light.
I have heard the tales of your many grand endeavors. The Lord Commander has also been most effusive in his praise. I am Thordan VII, Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church, and I bade you come here that I might offer my personal apologies. You will forgive me for not calling upon you as courtesy would dictate, but as you can see, my more sprightly days are long behind me. But I digress. Your companions were wrongly accused of heresy and subjected to gross indignities. This, I am sorry to say, was the result of negligence on the part of our nation's protectors. Negligence born of an excess of zeal. Is that not so, Sir Zephyrin?
Yes, Your Eminence. Regrettably, it would appear that we of the Heavens Ward were in receipt of erroneous information. Sir Grinno has ever been headstrong. He pressed charges before the truth had been ascertained, for which I most sincerely apologize.
An unfortunate misunderstanding born of an earnest desire to serve Ishgard, but one which should never have occurred. For who could doubt the character of those who bested Shiva and drove the Horde from the steps of faith? Not I. That much is certain. That will be all, Sir Zephyrin. I would speak with our guest in private.
Your Eminence, As you wish, Your Eminence. That will be all for today.
Privacy is a luxury rarely afforded one in my position. Now tell me, young lady, what do you know of the Ascians? Much and more, I shouldn't wonder, being the bringer of light. You should know that I myself have met with them, have entertained them as guests, even. Those harbingers of chaos and strife offered us power that we might continue our war against the dragons. I have no intention of aiding their cause, of course, nor less of being their puppet. Yet, were I to refuse them outright, I should learn naught of their true objectives and remain powerless to stop them. Thus have I hearkened to their words with interest and paid lip service to their beliefs, biding my time and preparing for the inevitable conflict. And why do I tell you this? Because there is naught in this world they fear more than the power of the Warrior of Light. If we are to rid ourselves of these vile interlopers, we must needs work together. With our combined strength, I have faith that we can wrest Eorzea from their grasp and pave the way for a lasting peace. Think on it.
What?
Surprise.
That was unexpected. I kind of thought that they were working with the Ascians, but it seems he is not. Whee! Interesting.
Well, come, Mistress Moors. About that autograph. Now, if you could make it out to...
I nearly cried when you stepped forward at the tribunal, Xaeus. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh.
There you are. I confess I was more than a little concerned when I learned that you had been summoned to the vault. What did they want with you? Well, well. A formal apology and an admonishment of those responsible. I see my fears were wholly misplaced. By the gods! The Archbishop freely admits to consorting with Ascians. So, their ambitions extend to Ishgard as well.
There's people listening, like this old man, his little head in the corner. Probably shouldn't freely talk about this kind of stuff.
Don't mind me.
We will have new primals to contend with ere long, of that you may be certain. 'Tis but a matter of time. Yet shorn of the support of our missing allies, what can we realistically hope to achieve?
In the midst of all the excitement, I completely forgot to tell you. When I was asking around about the Scions, I heard the most awful rumor. General Raubahn is to be executed for crimes against the Sultanate!
If the Flame General dies, we will lose a staunch ally, and the one man capable of holding the Sultana's assassins to account. Lord Orchiffon was wise to counsel restraint, but this business will brook no delay. We cannot permit this execution to take place. We must save Raubahn.
Lucky number 7. Bork bark. Unbeliever. Yeah, that's right. Gods, I hope we're not too late to save General Raubahn. I should have told you sooner about the execution. I mean, but what with the trial and everything?
Though the situation calls for urgency, it would avail us little to charge headlong into Ul'dah without a plan. Before we can formulate a plan, however, we must first learn how things stand in the Sultanate, which is why I propose that we visit Limsa Lominsa. Aye, you heard me right. While you were about your altruistic endeavors, I acted as an intermediary in trade negotiations between House Fortam and the Lominsan Consultorium. During said negotiations, an opportunity to send word to the Admiral presented itself, and I duly seized it. I am happy to report that we yet have a stout ally in Limsa. The Admiral has pledged her full cooperation in any effort to rescue Raubahn. Accordingly, I have agreed to meet with her, that we might discuss how best to proceed. Naturally, I told her to expect us both. Your presence never fails to embolden our allies, after all. When you arrive in Limsa Lominsa, make yourself known to Sergeant Xanthale at Bulwark Hall on the lower decks. He will admit you to the bridge.
Onwards to Limsa. And here I thought I'd never have to come back here. And of course, my clothes here are just not fit. Which one was this? This was that one. There we go. Alphinaud, my boy.
Speak with Sergeant Xanthale when you are ready to meet the Admiral. He will admit us to the bridge. The Admiral has been expecting you. Say the word and I will take you to her.
Friends, 'tis good to see you safe and well. I will admit I had not counted on you seeking, let alone finding refuge within the Holy See, but full glad was I to learn that you had.
Thankfully, we had allies there who took us under their wing. And theirs was not the only aid we receive, I suspect. When we fled Uldar, we fully expected to become wanted men, known to all and hounded at every turn. Yet that did not come to pass. On the contrary, 'twould seem the charges against us have not been made public. Might we have you to thank for that, Admiral?
Sharp as ever, Master Alphinaud. On Marshal Terrapin's urging, the Elder Seed Seer and I demanded that the Syndicate suppress news of the Scion's alleged crimes until such time as irrefutable evidence could be found. Our argument was simple. Lacking proof, to accuse the saviors of the realm of so unlikely a crime would have the people up in arms. In their wisdom, the Syndicate agreed, as you yourself have seen. There is something you should know. Some few days prior to the banquet, the Elder Seedseer and I were summoned for a private audience with the Sultana. There, she revealed her intent to announce her abdication, that she might pave the way for the establishment of an Uldan Republic.
What? But such an announcement would have plunged the entire nation into chaos.
She was well aware of that. 'Twas for fear of what might ensue that she summoned us. Her Grace wanted the Elder Seedseer and I to lend Raubahn a helping hand, you see? To aid him in preserving the peace during the transition.
So, having somehow caught wind of her plan, Lolorito and Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination in the hope of maintaining the constitutional status quo. But they must have known that her death would sow as much chaos as her abdication. Chaos from which Teleji alone might feasibly stand to profit. Surely Lolorito would never knowingly... Ah, could it be? I dare not hope.
The Uldan authorities have yet to announce the Sultana's passing. To allay any suspicion that may arise from Her Grace's absence, they have issued a statement to the effect that she is presently convalescing from illness.
Mayhap they're waiting for a fitting moment to break the news. Or mayhap they know of some other reason to delay.
Something else has been bothering me, Admiral. I was dismayed to learn that General Raubahn is to be executed. Yet upon hearing the news, I could not help but wonder why he had been kept alive for so long. Pray mistake not my meaning. I am, of course, overjoyed that our friend still draws breath, and that he might yet be saved. But if his enemies truly wished to eliminate him, they could have done so immediately. I see no reason for this delay.
Aye, you've struck upon an important point, Master Alphinaud. Following his capture, Raubahn had been held in the Marasaja pit within Uldar. In recent days, however, he has reportedly been moved to an unknown location. Queerly, 'twas not the brass blades who spirited him away either, but a band of soldiers decked in blue.
The Crystal Braves.
Aye. If I read the winds aright, the arrangement between Lord Lolorito and the Braves has come under strain. At any rate, if we're to rescue Raubahn, we'll have to find him first. And you'll be glad to hear that I have already entrusted the task to those best able to see it done. Our friends of Doma.
Raubahn's survival is vital to the Eosian Alliance. We can ill afford to lose him. But I cannot send troops into Ul'dah. 'Twould spell the end of the alliance and war, like as not. If there's to be a rescue, it falls to you and yours to attempt it.
I would not have it any other way, Admiral. It was I who founded the Crystal Braves, and I who must take responsibility for their actions.
Spoken like a true leader, Master Alphinaud. By way of first step, you should seek out our Doman contact. You will find her among the frontier hands at Revenant's Toll, working in the kitchen. They won't recognize me. Though it is useless to dwell on the past, I often wonder if I could have, and should have, done more for you and Raubahn that day. Leaving the banquet was tantamount to leaving you and yours for dead. Should you think me craven, I wouldn't hold it against you. But I will make it up to you, this I swear. Come what may, know that the scions of the Seventh Dawn can count on our cooperation.
The Crystal Braves may no longer answer to me, but that does not absolve me of all responsibility. As commander, I am accountable for all the wrongs they have committed, all the havoc they have wreaked.
Wrecked? Wreaked?
As commander, I am accountable for all the wrongs they have committed, all the havoc they have wreaked.
Wreaked. Onwards to Mordona! Bloop. Anyway, Xaeus and I were talking about how Merleweb's voice has changed. It's not bad, mind you. It's just very jarring because I guess she's not yelling at us as much.
It's a big shift in tone and attitude, and it works. It's just I was so used to the old one now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of flipped for every other voice in the game, so it's a very weird feeling.
Yeah, because everybody else kind of gets more into the spirit, right? And Merleweb was already the one that sounded good, and then now it's almost like she calmed down.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of shocking.
Lower tables would have been nice.
What? Oh, the poor Lalafell.
Could she be the Doman contact of whom the Admiral spoke? This chocobo?
Mm-hmm. You might want to find a different hood for Loford.
Bye, Loford.
Mistress Xalia, I knew in my heart that you were safe, but to see you again in the flesh, words cannot well express my relief. Even as the victory feast was taking place, the Crystal Braves turned upon us and took the Rising Stones by force. Amid the chaos, some few of my compatriots and I were able to slip away unnoticed. Since then, we have remained in Revenant's Toll, keeping watch over the mutineers while waiting your return. You have done well by us, and we Domans do not soon forget our debts. We swear to do all within our power to aid you. Good to hear. Shortly before you arrived, I received word from Limsa Laminsa that you were searching for General Raubahn. I didn't even look at the time. As the Admiral will have informed you, he was recently moved from his cell in the Marasaja pit. And at the same juncture, Yu Yuhase and the 3rd Unit were observed leaving the Rising Stones. This can be no simple coincidence. Their purpose, we believe, is to escort the Flame General to the scene of his execution. Suffice it to say, we have people shadowing the Third. If you would join the hunt, pray seek out Doware at Highbridge, where I too am bound. What?
I was going to say it's probably pronounced Doware.
Oh.
Yet again, our Domin friends prove their worth. Lolorita was a fool to refuse them asylum.
Oh, Telegi's dead, yeah?
Yes, he is. He got cut in half viciously.
Dowari? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Onwards, Carbuncle! And Midgard sur moi.
The ether and dry bone always taste funny.
Oh. 1 second, baby. Oh. I know.
The mere mention of the name calls to mind the moment I felt the kiss of cold steel against my neck.
It has been a while since I last wore this garb. Since I came to Revenant's Toll, my days have been spent in the kitchens. Fear not, however, though I have learned to wield a skillet, I have not forgotten the use of a dagger. Well, that's good to know.
I have been expecting you. Time is of the essence, so I shall be direct. Yu Hase and his men are bound for Halatali. We believe that this is where they intend to carry out the execution. Hozan is presently keeping watch over the entrance. Let us make haste and join him.
Onwards, Carbuncle!
These butterflies look like they taste delicious.
I mean, if you want to eat them, go for it. Oh no. Wait, was that Carbuncle or Midgar Stormer?
These butterflies are not as sweet as initially promised.
Whoopsies.
Raubann's ties to Halatali are well known. That Ilbert should choose this of all places to stage his execution is no coincidence. The fiend. Are there no depths to which he will not stoop? You come at a good time, my friends. But moments ago, the traitor Ilbert arrived and entered Halatali. From this, we may be certain that General Raubahn is being held within.
Alright, well, that's where we're gonna end it. Will we save Raubahn? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV main scenario quest playthrough. Yes. Okay. Bye.